Hey Void, how you doing? So, I guess I'm getting kind of a bit of a anime section of both my current and backlog are kind of festooned in anime. My last one was from my way backlog with Digimon Adventure, and now we're moving into, well, another anime, DN Angel. So, DN Angel, kind of a forgotten series at this point. This one was circa 2003, so more than 20 years ago now. I feel old. Now, I hadn't really seen this much on this one back then. My younger sibling was into it, and I saw like a couple episodes, but it didn't really... It wasn't something I was rushing to see. Not that I was avoiding it, it just wasn't a priority. Well, relatively recently, my partner expressed some nostalgia for the series, so, well, picked it up, and, well, gave it a go. And I found it entertaining, but nothing really standoutish. It was perfectly serviceable. The anime did its job, didn't really stand out, but didn't do anything to really take away from the experience. It was fine. So, I mean, it's an anime, so you can't expect a lot of things to make sense regardless, but, well, it's fine. So, DN Angel, you're following young Daisuke, who I think just turned 14. Anyway, and because of that, well, now he has inherited the family secret, which is there's a phantom thief who essentially reincarnates into their line, so now, under certain circumstances, he transforms from Daisuke into Dark, the phantom thief, who's determined to essentially steal artworks. Now, I'm kind of unclear about how much thieving he actually does. Usually he is trying to seal away some sort of spirit or energy that's running wild inside the artworks. And I guess he takes them involved in that, but it's kind of oddly back and forth. Trying to stop him is the incredibly young deputy commissioner, who is... There's a lot of... chemistry between these two, despite Daisuke supposedly a lot of this is based around him having romantic DNA with one of the main girls. So anyway, trying to the name's escaping me for it's like gosh, blanking on it now. But anyway, he also has a being inside him, which would be the Crad, Dark backwards. So essentially it's Angel versus Angel going on there. So, Daisuke's transformation is usually enacted until he steals the heart of his maiden, which is a girl he's been crushing on forever. However, I noticed right away that he seemed to just have better chemistry with her twin sister. And I'm glad that they actually did seem to start having some sort of romantic chemistry later on, as he realized that, you know, your first crush may not be the perfect person for you. So there's some good romantic... I'm glad it didn't go with a stereotypical anime thing of the first girl that you're obsessed with is the one that that the series kind of goes for, because, yeah, she was kind of boring. But her twin sister, Rika, was much more enjoyable of a character, so they actually handle the romance here pretty well. I will say that's kind of a highlight for the DN Angel series, is it doesn't go with what you would have expected, and I appreciate that. And because usually most animes, whoever the main girl is, I usually have very little interest in, and it's like one of the million side girls that's usually I think would be a better fit for the main dude. And in this one, they actually do go that route, and I appreciate it. You almost don't see that, so that's one kind of thing that DN Angel does that you don't really expect. But for the most part, it's very episodic. It's artwork pops up, Dark steals artwork. There's kind of the background romantic element that kind of builds, as well as some villainous aspects around. I don't even know what the guy's deal is. He's just seeming to be wanting to deliberately fuck with things, using the powers of... using his adopted son, who is Crad, to, I guess, get rid of Dark for reasons. He seems to be trying to use it to get control of artworks, but and unleash this big one, but that all just thinking comes out of like the blue at the ends just to give it an arc. But it's fine. It's very early 2000s anime. So the animation's fine. It's not the fanciest, but it's not bad either. Overall, yeah, it's good 5 MacGuffins. DN Angel, it's serviceable. This one seems to have, like I said, gone by the wayside. Like, I was looking, I could not find a Blu-ray release for this, and the DVD is pretty much out of print, so it's kind of harder to come by these days. So I think this box set is, I think, the most recent release, and this was circa, like, 2005, so a while ago now. I mean, I don't even know if ADV is doing things anymore. But, yeah. It's 26 episodes, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's fine. It's worth a watch if you have a nostalgia for this type of anime. Or if you're a fan of the manga. I know there was a manga involved also. Well, all I really have to say on DN Angel. See you later, boy.